first time.
Oy, oy, oy. This film, ready or not, I'm going to just start going right into the film right away because I did not really enjoy this film here. So there's this rich family that's got this huge history of gaming, like with sports, not Yu-Gi-Oh or Kaiba from Duel Monsters, from Yu-Gi-Oh and everything, but they have like, hunting animals or different board games and whatever. It's a kind of sports cards, card games, things like that. They've had a gaming empire they have, so they're very rich. And this girl Grace is going to marry into that, and she's giving her vows to a mirror and also telling the audience stuff about the other characters that we see anyway. So this is kind of pointless to have here at all, but okay. Where she's talking about that her fiance's got an alcoholic brother that always hits on her. Her dad, or the dad hates her, and the family doesn't want her to join them and whatever. But the family's also very tight with each other, and they have like these strict rule things about people joining and whatnot. The family is just giving her like glare stares. The mom seems the most okay with her, but it's kind of whatever with that. And then they go to the house at midnight. They're about to honeymoon it up. They're about to get something on the bed, but nope, they have to play a game at around midnight. It's like an initiation into the family more than the wedding, apparently. And they sit around a table, and the dad's talking about the history of their business and how it was either his dad or his grandfather. I forget specifically how he phrased it, but he said the guy basically, I'm kind of fudging over exactly what it was, but ended up getting some type of a devil with the fiddle kind of deal. Like there's a box, and he got dealt some good fortune, but he has to participate in these specific games in order to appease it, which sometimes involves a sacrifice. So, like if you put these cards in and it picks out a game like chess or different sports or thing of some kind, and then if you get the one that says hide and seek, you got to sacrifice somebody, and it's usually like what they use as a process with people going into the family, and it's a test, I guess. And the whole thing is that the family, so the bride right here, like she has to hide somewhere in the house. They turn off all the cameras so that they can't cheat and find her that way. She doesn't know that they're all trying to kill her, by the way. uh, he starts giving the family like an old pistol, a crossbow, a bow and arrow, an axe, a knife, like all these different old timey weapons. Apparently, those are you have to hunt with the weapons that the grandfather hunted with, I suppose. And then they have like they have to kill the bride before sunrise, or else they all die. So they kill her so they can all survive, or they all die. Is what this premise is essentially, which is kind of I don't know. I feel like there's some sort of idea here that kind of works, but it's also kind of fudged. And a lot of it almost implied that other members that have married into the family at this point have gone through this process and survived, is what the impression I got out of some of that. But apparently this has only happened, this does not happen too often. The hide and seek card does not get selected very often. It was like 30 years since the last time it got selected. But then the father mentioned some of their cousins and other relatives that have died as well. And, they're like, oh, they burned down in a house fire. Oh, you don't really want to know how they died. Implying that he's very aware that they just, explode. Spoilers. They just explode when the thing is all over, which is also one of the reasons why the ending of the film is weird with it. Just skipping ahead. She ends up surviving, let's just say that, till sunrise. And the family just kind of blows up. Like one of them's about to attack her, and then blood everywhere, and then another one, but they all explode at different times. And it's just like, okay, I guess a lot of blood, that equals scary, right? Or something that's cool. I don't know. That was kind of lame, I guess. I don't know. I thought I was expecting something different here, I guess. I was hoping for something different. But throughout the movie, so she discovers at some point that they're trying to kill her because the husband or the fiance, whatever, he's like the one member of the family that was trying to get away from them and trying to get away from what they do, their practices. But the other members of the family believe that he's going to step up and carry on their traditions better than everyone else. That he's got the most potential for all that, I suppose. And he ends up trying to save the girl, trying to get her out of there. They have the whole house on lockdown. They're very rich, so they have a big house and they have a big technology and all this other stuff. So there's a lot of things going on here in terms of all that. And he ends up, when he has her hide, one of the maids is looking for one of the kids, and then one of the other family members accidentally kills the maid, thinking that it was Grace. And this is like a running joke. I assume the film is like supposed to, it's trying to be a comedy and a horror film at the same time. And so much of it is just not funny to me. And like then them trying to talk, but like the maids are still alive, and then they have to like kill them again or something. And it's like, I guess that's funny. I don't know. Maybe I would have thought that was funny a long time ago, but it's just kind of average. Okay. Again, I could see like in high school definitely enjoying this because the amount of times they say fuck and cunt and all the gore that's in it here and there. But like honestly, it's just it's a very meh movie. There's a point where she ends up escaping the grounds, and then she's like trying to get the attention of a car, and he just drives by. He's like, "Oh, get out of the fucking road." It's like, "You fucking cocksucking liquor,
you fucking animal, you piece of shit, little tiny dick liquor, fucking asshole, fucking eye."
All the obscenity she can, and is like screaming, which you would think that's probably the only moment of the film that I'm like, I guess it makes sense that she is cursing her brains out, but so many other times they're just like, "Hey, fuck face." One of the girls just says cock instead of fuck. Like, the words would probably have been fuck, I did this and that. But she just says like cock, this and that. It's kind of like, yeah, okay. All right, I get whatever. And I don't know. I don't recommend watching this film, to be honest. It's very, I mean, it might be funny to laugh at as far as how bad it is. Again, it has some ideas in it that are okay, I guess. A lot of films I watch that suck have some decent ideas in there. This isn't a horrible concept for a horror film, but it just comes off as very mid at best. And when they can, like, when they get to the point where they're trying to sacrifice her, like she ends up with one of the people ends up killing the fiance's brother, and then Grace, the bride, almost she like kills the mom, and then her fiance is like, okay, never mind, I'm gonna kill you anyway, I guess here. So he's like fully committing to this, and then they're about to do the ritual, and he has a knife ready to stab her, and they're all like, "Hail Satan! Hail Satan!" And yeah, okay, so their deal was something with Satan, I guess. And then they'll blow up. Like I said, they'll just literally explode, sort of, just blood and guts everywhere. And then there's like a ghost that appears to give like a little head nod to Grace that's supposed to be of the grandfather, I guess. And then she just walks out, and the house is on fire, and she lights up a cigarette, and police arrive. Man, I don't know. I don't recommend the film, to be honest. No, skip it. Skip it. Watch something else. Watch something else. I might do a short review on it on the Rookie Critic channel, perhaps this month, and see what just to tell you again in better detail to skip it, move on to something else. See you later.